So let's jump in where we left off previously. If you're just joining us, go ahead and rerun all the cells prior to this remove stop words heading. We're almost through the basic cleaning steps now. Thus far, we've removed punctuation and tokenized to create a list of words out of a sentence. The last step in cleaning up this data is to remove stop words. Now, we've discussed stop words previously. There are commonly used words like the, but, if, that don't contribute much to the meaning of a sentence. So we want to remove them to limit the number of tokens Python actually has to look at when building our model. For instance, take the sentence, I am learning NLP. After tokenizing, it would have 4 tokens. I am learning an NLP. Then after removing stop words, instead of a list with 4 tokens, you're now left with just learning an NLP. So it gets across the same message, and now your machine learning model only has to look at half the number of tokens. So we'll use this NLTK package that I introduced earlier, and this has a nice built-in set of stop words. So we'll call that using nltk.corpus.stopwords.words. We have to tell it that we want the English stop words. So we can run that, and now for removing these words, this isn't going to be anything new. So we're going to define our own function, and we'll use the same type of list comprehension we used to remove punctuation above. Now we're just going to use stop words as our exclude list instead of punctuation, and then we'll use a lambda function to apply it. So let's name our function remove stop words, and it will accept a tokenized list. So that's important that what we'll be passing in is this list of tokens, not a full sentence. So now for our list comprehension, it'll follow the same syntax as before, and we're just going to change the variable names. So now we're going to say, I want to return word for word in tokenized list if that word is not in stop word. Then we can assign this to text. So once again, this will just cycle through our list of tokens that we generated in the last lesson, check if each one is a stop word. If it is, then it'll toss it, and if it's not, then it'll keep it and return it to text in the form of a list. Now we want to tell this function to return text. Now we want to apply this to our data set. So we're just going to use a lambda function like we had before, and we'll store it in body text no stop. And we'll set that equal to body text tokenized. Then we'll apply our lambda function and call remove stop words on that X. So again, this will apply our function to each row in our data set on this column and store it in body text no stop. So let's go ahead and print out the first 5 rows of that. So you'll notice that the first row, the words Ben and for and the are now gone in our new list. And for instance, in the second one, you'll notice that in and are gone. So now we have a cleaned column that has been tokenized. We've removed the punctuation and we've removed the stop words. So that is a very abbreviated look at what a pre-processing pipeline looks like as you're preparing to get your raw text into a format that a machine learning model can actually use. In the next chapter, we'll explore some extra, slightly more advanced cleaning techniques and concepts that we can apply to our text to further help a machine learning model focus on the things that are really important.